Well, so far there's been none. And there's speculation, but there's nothing. And I think the commander really summed it up. It's a very, very hard situation because they really don't have what they need to carefully calculate a reasonable area where the ship may be, so where the plane may be. So this is a very difficult mission. I think it's the fact that so many nations are participating, that they're getting more ships, more planes, a little bit more direction, being flexible, changing the places where they look. I think all of this is good, but it also indicates that there is no real method of calculation that's functioning very well.
One of the things the commander also mentioned was the satellite pictures that we're seeing, and that they're okay. They can show us a collection of stuff, but they can't really show us what that stuff is. Because I wanted to ask you about these satellite pictures, because there's a lot of question when you see them. They're kind of fuzzy. You can't really tell. Here's one now. You look down, you can see stuff in the ocean. I want to compare it to something else, which is a satellite picture of the bin Laden compound in Pakistan. Wow. That, you can see trucks, you can see housing. Now, I'm told a lot of this has to do with the angle of the satellite, that you get blurry the more out of angle the satellite is. But there are a lot of people who don't believe that the U.S. and others with sophisticated technology can't actually see better than the pictures we're seeing.
Well, I think it depends on the satellite and the resolution that's provided by the satellite and how sophisticated the satellite is. I'm not going to go into what we have or what we don't have, but I think what I just said suffices.
Can we assume that the U.S. does know more or can see more than we're seeing as relates to this plane?
Not necessarily. I would answer that way. I don't know whether more sophisticated satellites could be turned onto this area. I just don't know.
Or turned over time, because it's been 3 weeks,
right.
Whether they could do that.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, and so what I'm gathering from that is that you have not seen anything, and I asked this of the White House National Security Council, you have not seen anything that is more definitive than the sorts of things that we're seeing in public.
No, have not.
Have not, and have no more broader information of what happened to this plane or what might have happened.
No, and you have to understand that American intelligence doesn't gear itself to be ready for plane crashes. That's not its job. Our job is terrorism and missile defense and that kind of thing.